by and by. Don't make too much noise here. If you want to read the book, Catherine. If you want to make the noise, take it somewhere else. If you want to read the book, we'll just do the book, okay? Alright, it's called Maxx Trax. Avalanche Rescue.
Avalanche Rescue.
There it goes. Deep in a remote mountain range, far from man and lost in time, a secret research group developed a special breed of super-powered trucks. Bigger, stronger, and more advanced than any vehicles the world has ever seen, these mighty trucks are known as Maxx Trax. Holy cow.
Too loud. Whoa, those are big creepy machines.
Not creepy, they're mighty.
I want that one.
Now it's called Boomer Rig.
What's Boomer Rig?
Boomer Rig. Modified 10-wheel drive, multiple mega-power diesel engine, custom super torque wheels, high-tech lift suspension, armored payload carrier, chromium earth mover blades, etc.
I have my battle. Wow, look at those big.
From the Maxx Trax Command Center, Boomer Rig looked out over the mountains into the cold face of the north wind. The surrounding landscape, north and south, east and west, was covered with ice and snow. A blizzard had been blowing for 3 days and 3 nights. The mountains and valleys were frozen white. Sandra, don't put those on. Those are not yours. Boomer Rig, crusher of cars, mover of mountains, turned to Laser Axe and Mud Rat. This is the worst blizzard in the long history of these mountains.
How was the worst blizzard?
Excuse me?
How was the worst blizzard?
Because it's really bad, and they've never had one this bad. This is the worst blizzard in the long history of these mountains. Weather Control has issued an avalanche alert for Eagle Bluff. Eagle Bluff, said Laser Axe. That's right above Energy Station Alpha. Correct. An avalanche there would be disastrous for all Maxx Trax facilities. Because the snow and ice would come down like this. Whoosh! And it would fall on top of Maxx Trax facilities like this. Pow! And everything would get buried in snow and crash down. That's why we've got to find a way to stop it, said Boomer Rig. Mud Rat, Laser Axe, it's time for a power patrol. Suddenly, little brother raced around the corner, but the ground was icy, and he spun out of control. Blam! Little brother slammed right into Boomer Rig. Let me come with you, Boomer, little brother pleaded. I'm not afraid of a little bit of snow, and I've never been on a power patrol. Whoa, little brother, answered Boomer. This will be too dangerous. Besides, I've just sent Scout Z-1000 to warn Energy Station Alpha. We'll need you here at Command Central as a backup vehicle. Before little brother could argue back, Boomer Rig ordered the power patrol to shift into all-terrain gear. Little brother watched them drive through the checkpoint gate and down into the valley. Boomer Rig lowered his earth mover blades and plowed a path through the snow. Mud Rat followed closely behind. Laser Axe took up the rear. We'll take the shortcut through the salvage yard to find Blind River Canyon, Boomer ordered. A wall of abandoned vehicles. No problem for Boomer. A snowbank as large as a house. No problem for Mud Rat. Hey, Laser Axe, move out, teased Mud Rat. It's your turn to take the lead. Let's see what you can do. Laser Axe raced ahead of Mud Rat and Boomer Rig. He burned a tunnel through a pile of rusty buses. No problem for Laser Axe. Then Boomer roared to the front, leading them up the steep frozen passages to Blind River Canyon. It was snowing harder, and the world grew whiter and much colder. Suddenly, Boomer stopped at the edge of the canyon. Bridge is out. Back at Maxx Trax Command Center, little brother idly spun his wheels in the snow and waited. He waited until he felt he just couldn't wait any longer. So, though he knew it was wrong, he sneaked past the checkpoint and left Command Center. He raced down the mountain and into the valley. I wish they had sent me instead of Scout, he said to himself as he followed Boomer Rig's trail. Back at Blind River Canyon, Boomer Rig looked the situation over. There was no way to cross the dangerous canyon. Or was there? Boomer turned to Mud Rat. Can you throw snow across this canyon with your wheel claws? No problem, Boomer, but it'll take a lot of snow to fill the canyon, answered Mud Rat. We're not going to fill it, said Boomer Rig. Laser Axe, reverse your lasers. Instead of
That.
Sandra,
Yeah.
Sandra, get that thing down. Make room. Instead of shooting a hot laser, fire a freeze ray across this gorge. Boomer, Catherine, go sit on the other side of Benjamin, please. Don't make trouble. Come on, sit on the other side. Boomer piled huge mounds of snow in front of Mudrat. Mudrat extended his PowerTech claws, spun his wheels, and threw the snow across the canyon in a long white arc. Laserax aimed his freeze ray. The falling snow froze in mid-air, and a glistening bridge of solid ice took shape over Blind River Canyon. The Power Patrol raced over the bridge to Eagle Bluff, but time was running out. Boomer Rig paused below the bluff. We need a quick survey of that ice slab above, but it's too dangerous for a heavy vehicle. That's why I brought along a little surprise. Yikes, Trikes, go! 2 lightweight Superfleet 3-wheelers rolled out from inside Boomer Rig's load carrier. Snow flew from their tires as they raced up the icy slope. Just then a message came in from Command Center. Boomer Rig, come in. Request status report at Eagle Bluff. Boomer here. The Yikes Trikes are checking out the bluff. They'll tell us where the ice slab will break. Laserax can cut it into smaller pieces, and will try to direct the avalanche to the west slope of the mountain. It'll bury the west slope highway, but miss Energy Station Alpha. Good plan, answered Command Center. Report back when you're finished. But as Boomer Rig communicated with Command Center, Little Brother was struggling through the snow. He was traveling along the west slope highway, just where Boomer planned to direct the avalanche. The Yikes Trikes reported back to Power Patrol. We have located the fracture line. Its angle's 33 degrees southwest. An avalanche could bury Energy Station Alpha at any moment. Not if we can help it, Boomer said. Mudrat and I will cut a path to the west slope. Laserax, use your laser to cut into the ice slab. The Yikes Trikes will place small explosives on the mountain. When the explosives go off, they'll send the avalanche along the new path to the west slope highway. Energy Station Alpha will be safe. The wind howled and the mountain seemed to shake. Laserax aimed his multiple spray lasers. He began to cut the ice slab into smaller pieces. Boomer Rig and Mudrat dug a path to the west slope highway. Suddenly, Command Center sent another urgent message. Alert, Power Patrol, alert! Scout Z-1000 has had a mechanical failure and is stranded off the west slope highway. This is Code Red. Get Scout out of there, now! Too late, Boomer replied. Laserax has just completed cutting the ice slab. The explosives are in place and counting down. This thing's gonna blow any second.
That's scary.
But Little Brother was listening in on his radio. Boomer, he cried, I'm already on the west slope. I can rescue Scout. Boomer was angry with Little Brother for leaving Command Center and disobeying his orders.
How come he was angry?
For leaving Command Center and disobeying his orders. Boomer told him to stay there. Little Brother left. In theory, he's not supposed to do it, but he's going to help save the day. But he was also glad that Little Brother was there to help out. Move out, Little Brother, Boomer ordered. There's not much time. Little Brother raced along the icy mountain road. He found Scout buried deep in snow. Quickly, he began to tow Scout out of the snowdrift. He strained and pulled with all his might. Scout jarred loose, and Little Brother dragged him back onto the highway. Suddenly, the whole mountain began to rumble. The giant ice slab began to move. Get out! Boomer cried. Get out, Little Brother, ordered Command Center. It's too late to save Scout now. But Little Brother didn't listen. He had to complete the mission. There was not enough time to tow Scout through the deep snow. There was only one way to save him, but it was very risky. Little Brother had to try to winch Scout down the steep cliffs. Quickly, he hooked Scout with his winch. It was hard to grip the slippery road. His tires slid and spun on the ice. The heavy truck dangled from the cliffs. Little Brother held on to the edge. One slip, and both he and Scout would crash to the ground below. Finally, Little Brother lowered Scout to a safe rock ledge. There was no time to spare. He raced out of the way just as the avalanche exploded. It fell with a thundering crash, but Little Brother was safe, and so was Scout. Later on, riding back to Command Center,
That was a good job.
with Boomer, Mudrat, and Laserax at his side, Little Brother felt very proud. Boomer reported to Command Center. This is Power Patrol. Mission accomplished. Avalanche Rescue Team returning to Maxx Trax Command Center. And by the way, this Power Patrol has a brand new member. Lead the way, little brother, Boomer said. We'll follow you. The end.
Let's do another book.